cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Welcome to everybody on YouTube. We are now live. You guys on Discord, your voices are not open on the channel yet, but I just thought I'd say hello already. We're busy debating the next flight after this one. So I'm still planning my current flight, almost done with that. Bit of a disconnect here that I just need to figure out. So guys, just bear with us. We will get the entertainment going just now. All right, so guys, I'm gonna open your voices on stream, okay?
Yep.
There you go. So everybody can hear you now. All right, okay, so this is how far I've gone with my planning. It's basically done. I'm just gonna copy the route and post it via all the systems.
Hello, Cap. My name is Linda. I am your first officer today.
I've just realized I'm not in live on air. I'm gonna move down to or up to live on air. I'll catch you guys there. Otherwise, I'll catch you after this flight.
Roger.
All right. What? That's not right. That's what we need. Oh my goodness, look at that zigzag story there. Why did they want to do that? Let's change this. We don't need BIMBO then. Delete. And delete and delete. So, okay. BIMBO 6. That's still fine. And then we do want to come this way. This way instead of there. Suppose should be right. is that? Is UQ, Upper Quebec 142. Big B. Okay, got it. So it's added it already. Okay, so that's part of the whole set. That's why I didn't change. Okay. Copy. Right. So we're taking 18 and 05. Carolus, hello. Because you need to link your account to your Avi tab. So you need to go to the plugin in the explain menu. Then you go to Avi tab. Then you need to select your provider as being Navigraph. And then you need to link your account. And your account must obviously be paid in full, you know, no outstanding monies and being blocked and all because of non-payments. Then it should work.
Hello Cap. My name is Linda.
Okay,
I
the
am your
cabin is
first
secured. Have a
officer
good
today.
flight.
Okay, just get all my switches in the right place. Right, I'm not going to fly this one online, but I am going to fly it for the VA, so I just want to quickly do all the connections for that. Set up the aircraft and start my flight for the VA. Right, so that takes care of that. Right. Oops, that was a calculation mistake, so let's start again. 18.9. Okay.
Guys, the wheel's on board.
There we go, that's better. Hello, Krister. Fuel 5.8. Alright, we're going to do an Rnav approach, so we don't need the ILS. Let's see, there should be a VOR there. I'm not sure if I want to use that one. I think that's the only one. 11220. 10990. My cat just decided to come sit right here next to me. She's almost at my height where my head is here on the table next to me. And now she's decided she wants to talk to me. Hello, Bopino. Nice to see you, buddy. Oh my goodness. Corollas, I don't have the actual change log in front of me. Let's see. See if I can find it for you. All Zibo gave us was fix bugs and improve systems. That means it's calculations and graphics. That's all it is. little bit of tweaks. So no new functionality as such, but just a few tweaks. Hello, Paul. Krister, I'm not sure it's supposed to work. I mean, I am logged in, but you know what? I don't trust the Streamlabs OBS anymore. It is really, I don't know. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. It's not trustworthy. Let's see if I go and do a test, an alert box test. Wow.
John donated $89. This is a
Ah.
test donation for $89. Oh.
Well, the Streamlabs one, Krister, is supposed to work, okay? The Streamlabs one is the one that I've just tested. So why it's not working doesn't seem to be an issue on my side. It's behind the scenes. The system is not sending the information through. Let me see in the actual log. Let's see what happened in the analytics. Yeah, in the analytics, there's nothing. It doesn't show me anything. If you used the PayPal.me Skymatix one, that's incognito. That one will not show. If you use the actual Streamlabs one, it must show, but it hasn't picked it up yet at all. It's not recognized that there is any movement for some reason. I do apologize, and I do thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Well, everything goes through PayPal, but there's two links. The one is the one linked to Streamlabs so that you get the accolades and the clapping and the beautiful lady talking to you. And the other one is the PayPal Me. Same idea, but that's incognito. It will not register on the system. So, well, thank you so much, sir. I will tell you if it arrives or if it doesn't arrive, and then we can take steps further. Sorry for the inconvenience, Krista, but thank you so much. You are a star. I really appreciate that. Got me worried. I don't know why it would do stupid things like that. Anyway, we'll figure it out, I'm sure. Or they need to fix whatever they need to fix. Good plan, Krister.
Trim up.
seat at this time and please fasten your seatbelt. Just as a reminder, we cannot leave the gate until carrying items are properly put away. All overhead bins are closed and all passengers are seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, welcome aboard our flight today. We're wrapping up the final paperwork here to get you on your way momentarily. I want to thank you so much for your company, and we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Again, welcome aboard.
Ground to cockpit, please, show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit, Tau is driving up.
Flight attendants, prepare for departure, cross check and all call, thank you.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Before start procedure.
Before start procedure. Before start procedure completed.
Tau connected and bypass being inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Start number 2 engine. Krister, the money has
Starting
arrived,
number
but
2 engine.
Streamlabs doesn't know about it, so I am at a total loss, my friend. I don't know. On Streamlabs itself, it doesn't understand that it happened, so I do apologize, but thank you again.
$25 and 2. Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine. $25 and 2.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
starter cutout. Engine start procedure completed.
Hello, Jordan. Direct to BIMBO, yeah. Don't pass go, don't collect $200, just go straight.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Yes, Christer, I agree. This is awesome. This whole scenery, everything here is just spectacular. Hello, Abhishek. I am okay. How are you doing?
Tower is disconnected and bypass beam has been removed. And signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Vulcan is too unstable. After the last X-Plane update, it appears to be more stable. I've had good success, but I don't trust it to do streaming yet. So I'm going to keep back on that a little bit. No. And no, I'm not using X-Vision. I have not felt the need to actually upgrade my one.
Taxi lights on.
Goedemiddag Nico en alles.
Goedemiddag, gaan het goed?
Het gaat prima.
Mooi.
You enjoy the flight?
Well, taxiing, yes. We're going to take off just now and then go enjoy the flight itself. But so far so good, eh?
Your health is better now?
Yeah, much better. Much better. It took a short couple of days to just get the sinuses sorted.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Better news.
Yeah. It wasn't fun. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure.
Hey Michael, good morning.
Before takeoff procedure completed.
Right, let's go.
Approaching 3-6. On runway 36, 3,200 feet remaining. Flaps, flaps.
Flaps 5 set.
This is going to be my first time that I can actually recall. I mean, I could be making a mistake now, but I think this is the first time I'm actually taking off here. I've landed here a few times, but I think this will be, if it's not the first time, it is the second time, not more than that, but I can't recall immediately now. So I'm looking forward to this takeoff here. This is very interesting. I don't think this is realistic. They will never put these little lights over there. Never ever.
On runway 18.
Stabilized.
Toga.
Takeoff thrust set. knots. Throttle hold. V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Come on now. There we go.
Runway turn off, lights off. Flaps 1 set.
Hi Olaf. And the girls, yes. I hope there are some ladies watching. That will be so cool.
Approaching transition. Transition altitude.
Excellent. Ah, shame. Interesting that it holds onto our speed there, and flight level 130, so the hold is on the speed, it's not an altitude restriction. Very interesting.
Can you say again, Nico? What was strange?
It's holding onto our speed. There's a speed limit here, not altitude limit. So it's keeping us at 210 knots. That's why we can't retract the flaps fully until we get to this waypoint. So there's a restriction on speed, not altitude. Usually you get a restriction on altitude. That's why it's so funny for me.
I noticed that myself sometimes when I took off from La Palma airport.
Gotcha.
But it is funny, over the open sea, don't see the problem.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, there are a lot of islands here in this group with lots of airports, so I can just presume, whatever the right word would be, that, you know, they've got to share the space, obviously, in a small area. So I haven't, you know, paid much attention to the
Flaps
other
set.
departures, but this one's interesting. Okay, so the guys want me to go fly a specific route in Africa from Egypt down to Sudan. And one of the first things I've just noticed while trying to do this flight planning is the airport changed its ICAO code since last month. Now with today, with the new ERAC that's come out, the old airport doesn't exist anymore.
Sorry. I didn't get much sleep today.
problems, Nico?
Yeah, see, they've changed the IKO of this airport. I'm still fixing that in the database. Once that's fixed, we can look at the rest.
You were set up.
Yeah, I heard that. I didn't know the full extent of it, but I could hear there was something going on that was fishy.
Broad shoulders, because I know I'm going to be blamed.
Oh, no.
Now, I make a suggestion.
Alright, okay, it's fixed up in the database. It's now HSSK.
Oh, that's only the start of your problems.
Alright, okay. Well, now at least I can do more planning and see where it takes me to now. I'm on to you, yeah. We'll figure out what's going to happen just now. The airport has no charts. HSSK has no charts. Ha! Yeah.
You're getting there.
And when you use the old IKO, HSSS,
There's no charts either. No, it's been removed.
Navigraph have messed up.
A big time. Big time. Yeah, guess that flight's not gonna happen.
Yeah, we'll tell you about the story behind it offline.
Okay.
It was discovered because it's one of the airports on the world tour.
Ah. Ah. Damn it. Max, so question, how far are you with your world tour?
I haven't started it.
Huh? Hmm.
It doesn't really interest me, Nika.
Okay. Christer says here in Discord that the Zibo still sees HSSS. Well, I've probably got another 2 or 3 weeks before I get there with my world tour if I only do 3 flights on a weekend. So hopefully by that time there's some resolution.
I've just sent you a Discord message.
Thank you so much. That's a real good help.
Nico, in the general chat, I sent the link with the maps from HSSK.
Dankie Kees. Hello Kevin, you're so quiet.
Just sitting here watching the stream because I can relax now.
Oh yeah.
1000 to level off.
1,000 to go.
I didn't know about the HSSS changing the ICAO code to the HSSK, mustn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's happened basically today for us. We wouldn't have known earlier. Anyway.
It's only happened because of today.
Iraq.
Yeah.
But if you know, the actual airport doesn't change its code officially until, was it the 4th of March?
No idea.
It's in that message I sent you.
Okay, no, I haven't read it yet.
Interesting.
In fact, I'll put that link into. I've put that link into general chat now. Now the joke's out in the open.
Gotcha. Thanks, Mac.
I initially said we ought to go and call in all the Twitch flight sim streamers, see who asks us for a route to fly, and then give them the route. And then I had a brainwave and I said, when Nico comes in, shall we ask him to fly such and such? And everybody thought it was hilarious.
It was, and I'm sorry I spoiled the joke because of
You
my.
didn't. I mean, it was how we half expected you to respond.
Uh,
But you've gone looking into it.
mm,
You've
well, I said I would fly it after this flight. There's no ways it's going to happen now, but I mean, I already booked everything and set up everything for this flight. I just couldn't abandon it. So, yeah,
we were
well,
we were kind of wondering how you might have got around and mitigated the problem.
I have a secret weapon. In fact, a few, and it's called my buddies on Discord. I mean, between you and Kies and Krister, I'm pretty sure that in all of the information you guys have published there should be an answer.
How's it go?
Jefferson slung out an announcement about it, and Lufthansa.
I don't get it what it is with Africa and all this obsession with renaming airports. We've had 2 airports change name now in this week as well. God
Well,
knows.
There's another document I had open, which is all the changes in 2102 Air Act. And if you look at Africa, it's full of them.
These guys don't have money for food. They literally starving. But they will destroy the heritage of whoever was before them. Absolutely. They hate any and everything that is not theirs. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. The millions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars it cost to go through a renaming process of a town, a province, a freaking airport, everything. It's mind-boggling to me. I don't get it.
Well, if you want to know even more, Khartoum International Airport, they're actually building another one 25 miles away, which is going to take over. And that's going to be completed supposedly by December next year, and it's being done by Chinese contractors.
Yeah, I'll say no more.
And that's already got a new ICAO as well.
The mind boggles, I tell you. There's no logic in any of this. I mean, Joburg International is on his 3rd name in 20 years. 3rd name. I don't get it.
said it's probably associated with monetary reasons, Nico. It's probably a whole lot of debt or something from loans, and if you change the ICAO code, the loan was tied to the airport known as, and if the airport doesn't exist anymore, the loan goes away.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me, Mr. Mac, as most loans that African countries get wiped off eventually.
Yeah, they can't pay it back. It's impossible. That's why if you start looking at the Chinese influence now, the Chinese are literally taking over the ports, the utility companies. As far as you can go, the Chinese are ransacking this whole continent because of the greed that's here. Everybody wants everything, but they can't repay anything, and then they have to forfeit everything.
Well, they are. It's one of their things is if you take over the transport mechanism in any economy, you control it. So if you own railways, build roads, and control airports, you've got an
And the
influence.
ports,
Yeah,
yeah.
you've got complete influence over a country's economy.
We better get off this topic before it gets too late in the stream and I have to delete the stream.
Okay. Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Because
Oh,
politically,
it was a generalization
I
comment.
understand, but politically speaking, this is like a hot potato.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh, the politics police have spoken. And I say that with jest, Krista.
I think I forgot to feed my cat. Unhappy animal.
As far as my flying goes, Nico, I'm still at KOPF, but in Zibo.
Gotcha. I'll tell you a story just now.
Okay, I'm comfortable.
Just taking my last bite of dinner.
Are you sitting comfortably?
I think John's gone horizontal.
He said he keeps falling asleep.
Yeah, his sleep pattern's gone again, isn't it?
Yeah, but I told him today, I said, well, if you're falling asleep, that's your body telling you you need sleep.
Yeah, he doesn't get enough.
Yeah. It was all that partying he was doing yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nico.
Yeah.
What a biggish computer parts displayer in the UK, which is one of the ones where I get a lot of my products with, although it's not the same company as it was. But do you know they have only got one NVIDIA graphics card in stock?
Wow.
Everything else is on back orders.
Yeah.
I thought they were rushing the RTX 3060 to the market.
Well, they are, but unfortunately half the supply is... There's two different versions of it. One for
Good.
miners and one for general distribution. And half of the quota are going to miners. And
Oh,
the other half, there's nothing to stop miners using them, but they have got a handicap that's built into them, so they're not as effective.
Yeah,
But
it's efficient, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. And they just can't keep up with the supply. I was looking at the quantities that we've been receiving, and you know, the 380s and the 390s, they're getting 5 from here, 3 from there.
it's crazy.
Oh, and they had one delivery, they were expecting 8. They received 3, which left 5 remaining, and they've gone missing in the courier between China and the distributor. So that's 5 cards that didn't arrive. We've got no hope of getting.
So, Mac, about Opalaka, I've been flying early mornings or late at night with TBM. So I've crisscrossed. I've gone Opalaka to Key West to
I would like to
Bahamas,
have a cup of coffee
MYNN,
right now.
back to Key West, back to Bahamas, back to Opalaka.
You too?
And I did my first full LNAV, VNAV, RNAV landing, approach, and then disconnect and land with the TBM now. So I'm looking forward to go try the LPV version, but it's very easy in the TBM, very easy,
Yeah.
and I love it. It's just amazing. It was funny because I fly that aircraft so much now. Even taking off earlier in the Zibo, it's a bit of adjustment that I need to make in my mind, of the aircraft, and I'm, not hearing the same sounds, feeling the same feelings and all. So it's interesting when you skip between the planes, but really get into it like I do. It's taken a bit out of me. I need to get back into practice with Zibo now.
Yeah. I'm wondering, after Jonathan's announcement today, which I presume you know about.
No, I don't.
Oh?
Who's
in that
what?
case,
Say nothing.
No, I'm not saying anything.
What did Uncle John say?
Yeah, you'll have to ask him.
Oh.
My lips are sealed.
Okay.
I don't care how much you bribe me, they're still sealed.
Okay. What if I start smacking your legs?
Depends what sort of stick ball you're using. Is it birch or a cricket bat?
Well, no. I would like something probably like a cane, but I'm gonna put nails through it at specific intervals. Sticking all over the shaft. We will make it fun. Or
think
we do it South African style. We take you into a dark room with a little piece of hose pipe.
what sort of wear are you going to be using? Will you be in your bikini or your
No, sir.
grass?
No, 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 no. I'm coming in with my battle fatigues and a small piece of hose pipe. You'll understand what the Afrikaners do when we get finished.
In that case, I'm running.
I tell you what, dark room and a piece of hose pipe. Many people have wet themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to let them go to the loo. Come, run. TD is almost on us. Better run, guys. While I'm sitting thinking about this, we've got ocean. Tomorrow afternoon's flight is going to be, I think, about 4 hours flight. We will be going from Havana to Newark. I installed all the new sceneries and stuff today. Well, it's old scenery, but I had to reinstall it in the new sim, so it's done. From Newark, we're going to Halifax on Saturday afternoon/evening my time, and then from Halifax we are going to do one hell of a trip out to Bermuda, all over the ocean. So guys, get your snacks and your cool drinks and everything ready if you want to join us. Just come, be a presence, come talk to us, keep us busy so we don't fall asleep, all those things. If you have questions, write them down, bring them. We can have a Q&A. Paul is probably listening, and this was his brainchild, so I can't take any recognition for that. He came up with a plan. I think it's a brilliant idea. Sasso, our resident real-world pilot, is not going to be available, but we will answer them between us best we can, and the ones we can't answer, we're gonna then stand over until a week or two later when Sasso can join us again, and then we'll have a nice Q&A with the real pilot. If I can organize another real pilot to sit with us, maybe Jan or one of the other team, Zibo team guys, I don't know, I'll ask around. We can maybe do something like that. Anyway, do that, get some questions, and we'll see how much we can answer. Mac.
Yes.
I don't want to mention names, but I still can't get over the fact that that other aircraft, the takeoff CG and the landing CG, is the same, that there is no dynamic CG in that aircraft. It's been bugging me the whole day. I don't know if you can recall the one I'm referring to, but don't mention the name. I don't want to ask.
No,
You don't want to cause a problem.
Yeah, tell me later. Yeah. It doesn't come to mind at the moment. Yeah, it was like with this Skymatix VA business, when I ended up talking to
$1,000 to go.
Yo, look at that pressure difference.
Mako until 4 o'clock my time this morning.
Wow.
Well, Paul and I had knocked off, and I was getting ready for bed, and I was in bed, and I saw Mako was online. And I said he'd put a couple of comments in the VA development post, and I didn't want to make a public statement, so I just said to him, "You up for an audio chat?" And we ended online for about 4.5 hours.
You guys are amazing. Oh.
It was just one of those things. I switched off. I said to him, I've got to go to sleep. He'd finished the flight, and what we were doing was we wanted to verify the Zibo's fuel usage against what Simbrief was saying, etc., and how it worked out with the, remaining fuel when you land and so forth. And so I stayed with him while he also did a short flight. And then I couldn't leave him sort of mid-flight on his own. Well, I didn't feel I could. He might have said, wished I'd buggered off, but that's beside the point. But anyway, when he landed, I said, I've got to go to sleep. So I turned over. Then I couldn't go to sleep. My head was buzzing. And then I twigged into a television program. I thought, distract myself. So it was a new series. Unfortunately, the subject, it's a detective thing, but the subject matter brought back a whole lot of memories. And it was 8 o'clock before I settled down to go to sleep this morning. Now you've got brilliant community in your Discord, Nico.
Yeah. Thanks. I don't want to have it anywhere else. And any way else, it needs to be this brilliant. It needs to be loving and caring and uplifting and all these things.
Yeah. I think there's a few, you could almost say, real, alright, they're online, but some real friendships have been built.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Good day, gents.
Hello, Reggie.
And then, of course, you get people like Reggie that joined us as well, Nico. I don't know what you make of him.
He's a good guy, trust me. He can
Is
stay.
he
can stay.
I think he's a fishy sort, isn't he?
Yeah. Tell you a tale or two.
He's a fisher of men.
Praise the Lord.
It's all right. I think everybody will have realised I must have got out the side of the bed with a devilish mood crept in today.
You little devil, Mac, you. Impish.
Definitely.
A bit sooner, but fell asleep in the chair, I'm afraid.
Well, somebody in the room, somebody was talking about a drink, and it's a cola beer or something, and then we got talking about different flavours. Tell me to shut up if you get to dissent or something.
No, I'm ready. I'm okay.
Anyway, somebody mentioned banana juice, and somebody in the forum said, wow, that sounds good, and went and Googled it, found out you could get it.
Okay.
So he's added it to the grocery list. Now the grocery list is a shared list between this person and their partner, and they send little notes to each other. And so he sent a link saying banana juice, but he added a picture of a monkey as well. I must admit, I'd never heard of banana juice. I don't know Anybody any ideas what the percentage of water is in bananas?
No idea.
Because I wouldn't have thought that it was a juicy. I mean, you can get the extract of flavouring, but I wouldn't have thought it was a juicy fruit, would you?
Yeah, no, me neither. I love them. I really love the bananas, but I mean, I've never drank a banana. I've had banana flavored milkshake, that I've had, but no, not in a juice form.
Yeah, well, I could imagine it being made into a smoothie or something, but not as a juice. Well, you know, when you bite into it, you know, most fruits, when you bite into them, the
It's
juice
juicy.
would, yeah. But I've never thought of banana having a juice.
No.
75 to 80% water.
Really?
Yeah, I like bananas. I like a banana when I'm fishing.
Well, they're supposed to be very good. I mean, tennis players they've eaten them on Wimbledon courts, etc., don't they?
Slow digest, isn't it?
Full of potassium.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you've got sinus problems, it's not a good thing to have them, like me. Then it's better to eat the kiwi fruit. More potassium. The banana's actually not a good thing for anybody with respiratory issues, asthma, stuff like that. It's not good. That's why they say you rather eat a kiwi fruit, because that doesn't have the negative effect on you like a banana has. But I don't like a kiwi fruit. I want my banana.
Yeah, but I've got sinus trouble and a bit of asthma, so I like my banana.
Yeah.
Don't eat a lot.
Yeah,
Don't eat a lot of
exactly.
them. They're good food.
Bananas are also very hard to digest.
Yes.
Slow digest, don't they? That's why they fill you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fill gaps very quickly. But they're not. If you're was it diabetic and you need that rush, banana is one of the good things for that by all accounts. I think I'm right to remember it. I may be wrong. You know, like if you need an insulin jab and you give you a bar of chocolate, don't they, and things like that.
Yeah.
The things you can learn on Nico's stream. Any banana aficionados out there?
Well, it seems like Krista's definitely got a taste for it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Paul. Not all olives. Some olives are oily, especially Popeye's olive when she's put a sun cream on.
Olive oil. No wonder I glow in the dark.
So if you want to hide a nuclear leak, you just build a banana plantation around the plant and nobody would know.
Yep.
Well, there's some associated bananas with flying. There's a band called Banana Airlines.
Oh, is that because they only buy bent planes?
I want to tell you a story. I won't mention names, but other South Africans listening to this will know the factory I'm talking about. We as kids had silly jokes. I think you can relate to that. You know, I think all cultures have silly jokes for kids. And one of the jokes is this guy, I won't use his surname, he got fired from the banana factory because he threw away all the ones that were bent, you know. So he then went to the match factory and they fired him because they put him in the Q&A section. So he was lighting all the matches and going, this one works, and this one works, and this one works. You know, and he was lighting them up. And we used to find it hilarious. It was a hell of a joke for us. You know, how can somebody be so stupid to throw away bent bananas or test matches by lighting them? And one day I had the privilege of walking through that actual match factory in Pretoria. And I was in awe to watch these guys make those matches. And I tried to tell the joke to the production manager. He thought I was silly, not in a good way, in a funny way. He looked at me like I was crazy. I felt like such an idiot. I apologized to him. Oh, we as kids thought it was highly funny, you know. And for me to stand in the freaking factory where the joke was about this guy, oh, I felt so bad. I walked out there. Needless to say, I didn't get the job, the contract at that time. It's one of those things, you know. You think something's funny and the next guy doesn't.
It's like Jerry got stopped by the police. They stopped, said your indicator's not working. He said, well, it was a minute ago. He said, oh, I'll just fiddle about with it. He said, I'll go and have a look. So he says, try it now. He says, yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. I told him wrong, actually, but there you go. You got the gist of it. You got the gist. It's two mates here. No
worries, we get it.
Well, there's another one you see. You used to have tax discs on the cars, and anyway, he got stopped by the police, and the cop said to him, he says, your back light's not working. He said, well, it was a minute ago. So I said, well, come and have a look. So I went around the back and the guy kicked it and it came on. He said, if you kick the windscreen, he says, will your tax disc pop up as well? Really old, but you know, they're clean. And I can hear all the laughter. It's only because it's on mute, you know, obviously. So I have to imagine all the laughter that's going on.
I was laughing so much, Reggie, I forgot to press the button.
Yeah, you got back in your chair. Land ahoy. This is a great approach, this one.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Sasso.
Hi, Sasso.
Hello, Sasso.
How are you doing, Sasso?
All good, you?
All good, thank you.
I'm
Now's your
enjoying the last
chance.
couple of days off.
Okay.
Now's your chance, Paul.
Approaching transition.
Sorry, what was that, Mac? You caught me full of biscuits.
You got Sasso and Nico in the same stream.
Oh, my hat. That's a rarity. I don't think there's much we can do this weekend. So, let's see if we can herd these cats into a corner next weekend, perhaps, or sometime in the future.
What, you mean they turned away from you and stuck their tails in the air for this weekend?
Well, it was a bit short notice for this weekend, wasn't it? And
yeah, I know.
Things are up in the air for next weekend, I think, slightly.
Yeah.
Transition level.
When I just arrived back to hear Nico mention that people could submit queries or questions or whatever, and one way or another they can be worked through, can't they?
Yep. What we don't know we'll keep for Sasso, but we can try and answer the rest.
Don't forget that sometimes I know less than you.
Yeah, but we'll compensate for that. You know, we'll help you compensate for that, and you help us
Thank you.
compensate for our side, and together we create this wonderful team, you know.
1 + 1 more than 2.
Yes. And in South Africa, 1 + 1 is 11.
One plus one means I'll put a bit more in my own bank account.
Well, it's like,
Do you know any funny story?
don't they
I am
work
so
at the
boring now.
taxes? If you've earned 11, they say we share it 1 and 1. You take the 1, I'll take the 10.
So, boss, what's this approach?
Rnav, Alnavina, basically, I think. Let me have a look, see. Now you ask me.
It's a good one.
Yes, this is an RNPY for runway 05.
So how's this going to behave then?
We're just gonna let it run. I see Ian is active, but I might not actually use it. Let it just go down on its own. I've got my MCP tuned down to the bottom.
I'll tell you what, Nico, to make it, obviously it's probably easier to leave Ian running, but isn't there an option in the EFB now to make the aircraft behave as if it has got Ian?
I'm not sure if that option is in the EFB. You can switch it off in the FMC.
Okay, well, how about doing that?
So get ready with the chopper with search and rescue.
Yeah.
Fly Ryanair style.
Yeah, I mean, the option for the EN system is init ref into the approach page. If you go in the approach page and deselect the glide slope, basically, it is under glide slope, which is not exactly what it is about. But that is the option to have the information out as a EN or not EN, basically.
You can do it in the
there we go.
Page too.
Exactly. If you go into approach ref, at the bottom left you have the glide slope there. And if you turn the glide slope on, you have an aircraft without EN.
Yeah.
If you turn the glide slope
1000 to level off,
you will have an aircraft with EN.
Yep.
But you have no issue, even if you have the information as an EN aircraft, you can still use LNAV VNAV. You will fly down the runway.
Yeah, you
no problem.
The only difference is if you do it this way, because there's Ian is now back. All you need to do is put the altitude down to minimums. Yeah, your decision altitude. Because if you now hit approach now, Ian is gonna be fully kicked in, and it will bust the altitude on the MCP there.
Absolutely.
But if you don't use Ian, it's gonna stop at whatever MCP
in
altitude.
fact, Nico, if you have to fly a VOR or an Rnav approach, and then you have to do a circling for the reciprocal runway, you can't use the approach button, because otherwise you will burst the altitude.
Yes.
So you need to use either VNAV or technically vertical speed to stop your descent at the altitude that you have in the MCP. That is going to be the circling altitude in that case.
Right, boys and girls, are you ready to land?
We are.
Hope I can.
Sasso, what's the ICAO of the airport you gave us a scenery link to? Hometown, was it?
What, sorry?
You mean Reggio?
Reggio. How could I forget that?
Oh, God.
Reggio?
Lima, India, Charlie, Romeo.
Okay, thank you.
That was one with the floating terminal building, wasn't it?
1,000 feet, stabilized.
Correct.
Taxi lights on.
Why haven't I got that here then?
And Kevin knows how to cure it.
Yeah, well, me and Sasso worked it out, but then I can't remember how we did it.
Yeah, I remember it.
You posted a cure for it somewhere, didn't you?
Exactly. It's in the freeware scenery, and there is the link for the scenery and also the explanation. It's very easy. Basically, you have to add. The problem was the option runway follow the terrain elevation or something similar. If you have that one enabled, then sometimes in some airports you have the floating object. All you need to do is to add a line into the apt file inside that scenery.
Okay.
That's right.
I I thought I downloaded it. It must be here somewhere.
Wow, this is looking so good, Nico. Scenery-wise.
Beautiful turn as well.
That is brilliant. Yeah, it's a great approach.
Speed brake up. Reverse unlocked. Auto brake in use.
Sorry, I think that was a bit of a bounce there at the end. I was actually struggling to bring it down. It's like the wind or something kept me up. It's like, I don't know if I brought the speed of, well, the
Nice
throttles
landing.
back
Really not bad
enough
this
in
time.
enough time. I don't know. Anyway.
Did you have a tailwind or a headwind?
I can't remember. I was so concentrating so much on just doing a proper landing. It wasn't bad. It's 222 foot per minute recorded. Okay, so Mr. Casey is closest there. But it's just, yeah.
No,
That's not good, 222.
Yeah. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
Krista, I think Nico's been a cheapskate today. You only get Zibo 3.46. You have to go and get any fixes yourself.
Yeah, yes, you had the closest prediction. The actual landing rate was 222 foot per minute, and you predicted 231. So you won the star of the day. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it wasn't a bad landing, I suppose, but could have been just that slight little bit better. Hello, James. All good, sir.
Flaps upset.
Hope you are doing well as well. Let's just park here. No, sir. I
Nico,
have not upgraded my X Vision yet. Yes, sir.
I saw lots of every time I go away from my house and I can't try the theme, there are always lots of things going on. I saw apparently now the Vulcan is back.
Well, after the last update, I have not had a Vulcan crash again yet. I just don't trust it yet, so they need to give me some time to trust it again, then I'll be okay.
Okay. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
DJ Motorsports. No, sir. No, not using X Vision at all. Let me just quickly log these flights, then we can have a look and see if it was a bounce, because I had this strange sinking feeling. It felt like I bounced. Yeah, baby bounce. Damn it. Yeah, Khartoum is gone. Tata bye bye. You need to find HSSK now. Hotel Sierra Sierra Kilo. Okay, Papino. Thanks for watching, buddy. We'll talk again. Weird bounce effect because it's like the right wheel, the tires never left the ground again. Anyway, we made it. We made it. Whoop, whoop. Guys, I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'm out of here now after all of this. And tomorrow afternoon we'll be back for sure. And then we're going to do that long world tour flight from Havana up to Newark. So bring lots of peanuts and raisins and all kinds of other snacks, maybe a beer or two. I can't join you because I'm flying, but I'll have some Pepsi or something, you know, and we'll eat and drink and chat our way up the coast there. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.
Thank you, Nico.
Thank you, Nico. See you later. Bye.
Bye.